तो yesterday I was reading about the data chunking कि let's suppose AI में document आते हैं, how we chunk them and how we split them. Let's suppose a very large document and in the RAG we need to chunk them and store into vector database. But how we chunk them is another technique, like how we split them. So there are multiple ways, like normal is text splitter, which is like based on the text or like some, let's suppose slash and new line on a new line or a new tab, you can split them. It doesn't care about the token and it is not that much effective. Let's suppose if there is any, you are splitting on the basis of new line, then there can be possibilities that new line is coming after too many words. So again it fails the tokenization, because tokenization, like we have a token limit and we need to store the words in the at the end of the day in the form of tokens only. So that is simple technique, text based, but not an effective technique. The second technique which I was reading, like it is token based. So on the basis of token you chunk them. Let's suppose you put the limit 500 tokens and it just split the paragraph into 500 tokens. So it if I'm saying token, though it can be possible that one word is coming into one token. It can be possible that one word can be split into three tokens. Let's suppose there is a word which is quite big, then it can be split into three tokens. So there can be ways. So token is good, but still for the context we also need to maintain the context also. For that it is not that good actually. It is just a fixed token based splitter. Now the third technique which I was reading, which is very interesting and recommended also, like it is recursive. So what in the recursive way, what we will do, let's suppose we have different conditions, we can pass different condition. Let's suppose in the first test ways we pass only one condition, and in the recursive way we can say on the next line means split it, or if in the next line also if a single line is too big, then split it on the basis of the space. If the space doesn't work, then split the words also. So it takes time, but it is best for the business. And also, like there is one I was reading with what is good for the industry also, like if I am building a RAG system and I am doing the text splitting, then what is the best. Then I came to know, like we ideally should use recursive plus token based, because in the end, as I said, we need to store the token only in the database. So if we don't use token, then means if we don't care about the token, then yeah, things might go wrong. So what exactly recursive plus token means? Let's suppose you split on the basis of the next line. Okay, there are three lines, and based on the next line you split it. But the second line somehow is too big, and we put the token limit of 500. First line maintain the 500 token limit, last line maintain the 500 token limit, but the middle line doesn't maintain because it is too big and it is around let's suppose 1200 tokens. Then in that case what we will do now, what we have done recursively on the basis of next line. Now we will go with the tab, we will go with the space, we will go with the full stop. Then based on that we will split the second line again. Then the 1200 will be split into at the end 400, 400, 400, which is below our range token limit, which is 500. So how the whole document will be split? Paragraph 1 is 500, paragraph 2 is split into 3 segment, 400, 400, 400, because it is too big, and paragraph 3 is 500. So it is how recursive plus token based algorithm work. So it is quite interesting. I will read more about it and will post on this channel. Thank you.